you can't get that line in there.
Hi, I'm Chad.
And this is Kendra.
And we're the Connor family.
We wanted to take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about our family. We met in college when both of us had big plans for the future. We got married in 2007 and started our careers within that same year.
It didn't take very long at all for us to start thinking about growing a family. In fact, she always wanted a big family.
You know you want one too. I don't know. Then we tried.
And we tried.
And well, you know.
We realized something was wrong. It turned out we were right.
I started reading everything I could about infertility. The stories I came across sounded much like my own. It took Chad a while to come around.
I didn't think it was us. I twisted the statistics in my head and convinced myself that we hadn't been trying hard enough. Eventually, we decided to check it out.
We talked with a bunch of doctors, but we really didn't get anywhere.
Finally, we ended up visiting Sir M in St. Louis.
We had enough money to do one IVF cycle, so we decided to give it a shot.
The day of our first IVF transfer, we got in the car and started making our way to St. Louis.
Words can't come close enough to describing the anticipation and anxiety that day.
We were about to cross into the city limits when we got the call from Sir M. We lost both embryos.
Our transfer never happened. We turned around and, except for the sound of choked tears, we drove the 3-hour trip back home in silence.
It felt like we had lost a child, even though we were never pregnant.
Will we ever be pregnant? It's like our lives suddenly had a giant question mark at the end of it.
But we turned to God and our family for strength. And after lots of praying, we felt there was a lot of good that could come from our pain.
We started a blog detailing our experience, just hoping that someone else with infertility would read it and understand they're not alone. We also decided to open our home up to kids in crisis and who are in need of a place to stay.
We became foster parents.
So we spent a lot of time at Babies R Us, stocking up on kids stuff and more kids stuff.
And more kids stuff. And before we knew it, we were ready to go.
We can't tell you a lot about them or show you even their faces,
because the nature of foster care requires that we protect the kids' privacy as they go through rough times.
But loving these kids has given us a purpose to our pain.
This whole experience has made us stronger.
It has also made us even more certain of our desire to have our own baby someday.
Our story is far from complete.
We are still trying to figure out the best way to move toward living our dream of having children.
We're just thankful for the great care that we received from Sir M during our first attempt.
And the opportunity for one more shot at our dream.